Hey guys! Per Rachel's request, I wanted to do a little video diary, so to speak, of all about Cancun. I'm sure you guys saw all the pictures because we were kind of blasting them all over the place, but we really couldn't help it. I mean, it was just like one of those things where we felt just like so lucky to be there that we had to share it on social media, and we had to make sure that our coaches were seeing it so that they could see what was possible and what these trips are like, because Beachbody rolls out the red carpet and I was just like walking on clouds the whole time, and we wanted our like customers and like our markets to see us on this trip, because think about it, like what would that do for you if you weren't a coach, to see somebody that you know, that you went to school with, or who is, whose kid's friends with your kid, all of a sudden, going in to go to Mexico for free and having all this fun with this company that really seems to promote like total mental, physical, emotional well-being. I mean, it would be really like intriguing to you. So we just felt like when we were there, it was impossible not to take like 1,000 pictures and post them. But I'm sure you guys probably want to hear what it is like. So it was it was amazing. It started out really kind of awesome. I went, kind of flew solo down there, and I ended up meeting in person Anita Myron, which was just crazy. She was on my flight and was at the airport, hanging out with her husband. So I got to meet her, which was really cool. She just moved to Austin, so I'm really hoping that I can kind of get to know her better and whatnot. But I also got to meet Jimmy Hayes Nelson, and he is in the Pio video. He's just ripped. He's also like a pretty awesome coach. He's been on the wake up call and whatnot. And so I just had like these like starstruck moments where I'm just like seeing these people like in front of me, and you like you don't know what to say. So that was really cool. There were some other coaches on our flight that I hadn't met before, but who either were like connecting from Dallas or Houston or something. Um, so that was really neat. Lauren Majewski, she's one of Brandy Botts' coaches. She lives in Austin, and she was on the plane too, so I got to talk to her a little bit. We all kind of sat together, which was really fun. I think the people around us were just like really kind of annoyed how pumped and like excited we were to be going on this trip. But the resort they had us at was incredible. I never could have afforded to stay in a place like that with my husband. There's no way. I mean, it was huge. They say there was probably about 4,000 coaches, including the plus one that people got to bring. So literally, I mean, from the minute you roll up, they tag your bags and take them. They shake your hand, like the like little Mexican like bellhop people. Shake your hand. They give you like a drink. They give you a flower. They shoo you inside to this huge arena where you get in line, and there's just tons of like pina coladas and margaritas and Mexican food and snacks and all this stuff to eat for free while you're waiting to check in. And it was just like overwhelming. It was really amazing to see that many coaches just like there, just, as a result of their hard work. And we got to kind of move up ahead in the line because of being a premier coach. So that was really kind of just like a wow moment. Getting to do something like that. And our rooms were just amazing. They all had this gorgeous like garden view. Beachbody upgraded the top 10 coaches to presidential suites, and all of them were just, blown away by that, because I mean, for a lot of these people, they've only been coaches for, a few years. And a lot of them, without this opportunity would never be able to experience something like this. So I know that a lot of us were just beyond ourselves. We just really didn't believe that this was all real. The first night, they had like a really huge welcome celebration party for us on a terrace, kind of overlooking the ocean. Gorgeous. Tons of food, everything was included. All your food, all your drinks, alcohol or otherwise, room service 24/7. Like, It was a problem. Breakfast brought to your room at a certain time if you left like a card outside your door. Um, Unreal. It was just unreal. All of the restaurants in the lobby, you could eat at for free anytime. Buffets, gelato, crepes. It was just insane. So much food. Like all of the hard work we all put in to get ready for the trip was just gone. Like 5 minutes within getting there, we're all just like, yeah. So it was just really crazy. Most of the days we pretty much were at the pool. Nope, just unplugged. I mean, there was Wi-Fi, but it really only worked if you were in your room. So if you were at different parts of the resort, especially the pool area, the Wi-Fi was like no go. And so that was kind of like it forced us to really like unplug. And for a lot of us, it was a challenge. Like I stayed with Whitney Munoz from Team Believe, and we both had to keep like reminding ourselves that when we were in our room that we needed to just kind of let go. And it was hard because letting go of your customers and your challengers and your social media and your team, it's really hard. I was constantly wanting to like post and check in and share things with you guys, and we had to really kind of remind ourselves that we worked our asses off to get there, and that it's okay if we enjoy a vacation, and that if we say we're going to be unplugged, we need to hold up our end of that, because otherwise people are going to be like, this girl does not take a day off. And I want to be consistent. Consistency is huge in this, but I also needed people to see that I'm a human and I need a vacation sometimes, and I needed you guys to see that and kind of work on things on your own. So we all, when we were at the pool most of the day, just enjoying each other. And it just was really surreal. It was, you see these people on Facebook, and then you come across them in real life. It's just like you already know them, even if you haven't met them in person. It's like crazy because you're like, oh my gosh, hi. And it's like you've always been friends in real life. And so most of our days were just spent talking about our systems, our businesses, how we, recruit. We just chit chat like that, sharing and brainstorming and networking and stuff. But a lot of it was just hanging out. The guys, the spouses who came, a lot of them, would just like stay at the like flow rider, the surfing thing, like day in, day out, every day. And the rest of us were just at the pool, hanging out, talking, drinking, eating. It was just really relaxing, like just crazy how relaxing that part of it was. You might have seen that on Friday, Brandy Botts from Team TKO, she rented a huge catamaran for all of TKO. So for 4 hours on Friday, we all got treated to this boat trip, basically out into the ocean to an island. And I mean, I can't tell you how many moments there were sitting on that boat where we all were just looking at each other like, is this real? Like, where are we right now? Like, how is this our life? Like, I mean, there was a lot of like just really huge, hit you like a ton of brick moments where you think to yourself, where was I a year ago? Was this something that could even be possible for me? And look at me now. And so, that was a huge one of those moments. I gave Brandy a big hug at one point then, and I just told her, thank you. Like, without you doing something big and scary and being consistent all this time and showing up, we wouldn't be here. None of us would be here without you. And so thank you. And thank you for this amazing, excursion that we all got to do, because it was just amazing to really bond with the other coaches who you wouldn't not necessarily know outside of coaching. And so I think a lot of like friendships were really established and further developed, and just, networking and just having a good time together. So that was really amazing. Just getting to kind of be on the same level as coaches like Brandy and Stephanie Chico. I'm just an Andrea Crowder. I mean, just all just on this, catamaran, just like right there with you. And so you have these moments where you're just like, how am I at this point? And So one of the big takeaways that I wanted to like bring home to you guys was that there's nothing special about me. I am your typical stay-at-home mom. I'm a huge introvert. I really have a hard time with crowds. Even on this trip, like totally like clam up, don't know what to say, shy as all get out. Um, Really, self-conscious. I get really self-conscious. And so I don't have like a huge network. I don't have like a sorority to pull from or a baseball wives, network to pull from like some of the coaches do. I literally, when I signed up, was a depressed, broke, stay at home mom with no friends. We had just recently moved to a new city, to Austin. So I had no local friends, which probably furthered me emotionally eating and being depressed. So, coaching for me like came into my life when I needed something, but I didn't know what it was. And being a huge introvert like I am, the idea of kind of doing everything virtually was really appealing to me. But what my point is that I don't have any secrets. Like we all were connecting on this trip, reiterating to each other that people ask us daily, what exactly are you saying or what are you doing? What's your secret? I'm going to tell you, no secret. The only thing that I can tell you that people like 12-star Stephanie Davies can tell you, Paige Casto, Stephanie Chico, Brandy Botts, Andrea Crowder, all of them, no secret. It's consistency and it's doing your 3 vital behaviors. And we had the opportunity on one of the days, I don't remember which one at this point, to go to a top 10 elite coach panel where Jeff Hill got to interview all the top 10 coaches, and they're all women this year, which is really empowering and cool if you think about it. And I'm going to post some notes in our team that some of the other coaches took on that. But basically, he asked them, what is your must? What is the one thing you must do as a coach? What is the one thing you should never do as a coach? And what is the one thing you wish you had done? And I'm going to tell you, the core, like resounding thing that almost all of them said is 3 vital behaviors and being consistent and doing your personal development. That if they had to do those things, those are the 3 like things that consistently all of them are saying that you must do in your business. And that just was like so eye-opening to me. And we're just looking at each other like, well, we know we say that, but to hear them, who are these crazy successful coaches from all huge different backgrounds, different strengths, different weaknesses, different networks, different opportunities, and consistently the key to where they have gotten to where they are is because they show up every single day. In some way or another, they're posting every single day. And they are inviting, being proof of the products, and doing their personal development. So I'm not trying to be like preachy when I tell you guys that, but literally like the top coaches in the company, that's all it takes to do what they do. So that's huge. And that was like the resounding thing from this trip. I just looking around was like, we all got here because we show up every single day. We do our personal development, we invite people to challenges and to become coaches, and we do our own personal, fitness and Shakeology. And we believe in it, and that is all this is about. So it was really amazing. Aside from that, there was, we'd get together for dinner at night and eat and talk and just be together, just friendships. I mean, it was just awesome to kind of connect on such a personal level with so many different people. Something else that's just totally crazy. I mean, you probably experienced this if you went to Summit last year, but I am still shocked every time it happens. But when you're walking around, just, going to eat something, go in the bathroom, whatever, and you walk by Lindsay Matway, or you're standing in line to get some food and you're behind Anita Myron, or you're swimming in the pool and there's Melanie Mitro right there. And it's real. This is real. Like everything about this company. Seeing people like Carl Deichler at the parties. One night there was an elite premier reception that the elite and premier coaches got to go to. So that was just incredible because There's few of us to begin with, but then even, just to be in that close network on the trip was amazing. And, I'm getting up to get something else to eat. I bump into Tony Horton. So I get a picture with Tony Horton, just like that, just boom. Autumn was there, got a picture with Autumn, like Sean T was walking around, Amy Silverman, all these coaches that you see on your phones that seem like they're celebrities or, out of touch, out of reach. You literally can walk up to them and be like, "Hi, my name's Sarah. It's so nice to meet you in real life." And they are the most kind and generous and welcoming people. And it's just like, that's what this company is. It's just real people, just like us, just trying to do something more for themselves, trying to help other people do more and never giving up, like really never giving up with this. There's never been a point where a coach like Amy Silverman or Melanie Mitra or Lindsay Matway has just decided that they're going to check out. Like there's never been a point where they're just like, I don't feel like it. They might not feel like it that day, but they still find a way to connect on some level on social media with their teams and their prospects, and they just don't stop. And so, getting to kind of see that in real life on these trips, it just puts it into perspective, and it really does solidify how real and how attainable any level of success is with this if you truly keep showing up and doing the work. It was just, that's all this is. It's just showing up and doing the work. And I think my only disappointment with the whole trip was that I didn't have more of you guys there. And granted, I know it's hard to get off these lists. And I hope that as the company continues to grow, that they kind of reevaluate, how many people can come on these trips and, how they go about getting you off the list and whatnot. I know there's a few of you who are either signed up for the cruise or are on the wait list for the cruise. And my big piece of advice for that is if you want to get off that list, you have to keep hitting Success Club every single month or they will pull you off. They've revamped the waiting list this year for the cruise. So instead of being first come, first serve, instead of being based on the total amount of Success Club points like it was for Cancun, this year it's first come, first serve. And it's if you hit Success Club the month prior. So if you're not consistently hitting Success Club, you're not going to be able to enjoy a Success Club reward trip. And it makes sense. You should be on this trip because you earned it, because you did hit Success Club every month, because you did show up. And I hate being harpy about Success Club, but all of us this whole time just looked at each other just like, we got here just because we committed to helping at least 3 new people every month. And it's really simple. Like that's a simple thing. And it comes back to the vital behaviors. So if you're inviting, being proof of the product, doing your personal development, and you're committing to hit Success Club every month, at least to get your products for free, you can be there on these trips. And, when Whitney and I checked out yesterday morning, and we were able to walk away with a zero balance for a resort, all-inclusive resort, it was either a 4 or a 5-star place, and be treated to such a level of indulgence for free just because we wanted to earn enough money to get our Shakeology for free by helping 3 people. We just couldn't understand it. It just was like, wow, how is this possible? So, my biggest push for you guys is I want you at these events. I know it's hard. I know that it isn't always easy or doesn't seem feasible, but commit to be there. I'm no different than you. I really am not. Please don't think because I'm a 2-star coach that I'm so much better than you, or I'm smarter than you, or I have this figured out better, because it's not true. It's not. I am not smarter. I'm not better. I'm not anything more than any of you guys are. The only thing is that when I signed up to coach, I had no other choice than to earn my Shakeology for free, or my husband would have cut me off. Literally. We did not have the money for me to float myself $100 every month to pay for coach priced Shakeology. We didn't have the money. And I didn't have an option to fail with this. And I know our whys, everyone's why is different. Maybe some of you are doing this because you can afford your Shakeology, but you want the accountability. Awesome. Whatever it is that's keeping you here, let it keep you here. But I'm just sharing my perspective of things, that Success Club was never non-negotiable for me. And being on that trip, seeing all this in real life solidified to me that there will never be a month where I do not hit Success Club 10. Why? Well, let me name the ways. I want to go to the cruise. I'm registered, but I need to keep hitting Success Club so I can get extra money to pay for the upgraded room that I picked. Because otherwise, I have to pay that out of pocket, and I don't necessarily have that money to pay out of pocket. I also want to hit Success Club 10 so that I can get customer leads. They changed the lead program now because there's so many coaches, and they want to reward the coaches with leads who are actually hitting Success Club. And so I need Success Club 10 every month so that I keep getting my customer leads and my Success Club leads. I need Success Club 10 because I want to earn opportunities at Summit. They have amazing parties at Summit. There's a Success Club party, and it was just announced today in a call with Jeff Hill that I was on that if you want to attend that party, you have to hit Success Club 10 for the month of May and for the month of June. And combined for those 2 months, you have to have 25 Success Club points. So yes, they are upping the ante a little bit. They're raising the bar, and they're doing that because as the company grows, they're trying to keep the intimacy in recognizing those who are consistently doing what it takes to grow their businesses. So, aside from the trips, aside from the parties, aside from the coach, monthly gifts, I hit Success Club because my business doesn't move unless I do hit Success Club. I can't rely on my existing customers to keep getting Shakeology every month. What if something happens and they postpone it or they cancel it? Or what if they upgrade to a coach? They don't continue being my HD customer anymore. That HD is my recurring revenue. If I have a slow month with commissions, whatever, getting those recurring orders, that helps me every week. I'm not at a point where I'm ready to just be like, I'm good, I'm going to sit back and not do anything. No. And Lindsay Matway made the point at her top 10 panel that the one thing that she always does is to keep pushing herself. She does not stop or get complacent and just be like, oh, I think I'm okay now. I think I'm just going to sit here and just keep floating along. No, she continues to find new people to help. She continues to find new ways to be better at this, to be better for her challengers or her coaches. So, this trip was life-changing. Like, I literally was heartbroken to leave and to say goodbye to those faces that you finally got to connect with in real life. But I missed my kids, and, I missed my family. And I actually had a moment there where I was FaceTiming with my Doug and the girls, and he told me that Sadie had a loose tooth, and she hasn't had one yet. And it killed me. It killed me. And I mean, ask Whitney. I did everything I could on that FaceTime call with her to be excited for her and, oh, yay, But inside, I'm dying because I'm like, crap, I'm not there. This was the first moment where, since they've been born, I could potentially miss out on one of their firsts. And I coach not only to help provide for my family, but I coach so that I am always able to work from home and be present for them. And so, it hit me that there are some of you who have to work somewhere else right now, either because you want to or because you have to. But you're maybe missing out on those moments. And I want for you to be able to have that freedom with coaching to be home for those things, to not ever have to miss the first step, the words, the teeth, the experiences, the games, whatever. I want you there, and I want you getting your Shakeology for free. I want you on the cruise with me. I want to see you guys at Nashville so I can spoil you with a big team dinner. I want, our purpose to keep moving forward together. So, please know that everything I post, everything I share, it's always with the biggest intention of helping you guys. And I'm always here to do that for you, but I only will give to you what you will give back to me. So if you want one-on-one time with me, I'm happy to do it. Let's get you guys, some game plans. Let's get you accountable. Let's get you moving your businesses forward so that you can be on the cruise or at Summit or wherever you need to be. But take advantage of everything this company offers you and everything our team offers you, because when it hits you full circle and you're sitting on a beach somewhere because of Beachbody, you're going to realize that every bit of posting and showing up has been worth it. And so I hope that, resounds with you guys. I hope you understand that there's so much more big picture to this than just posting selfies or, getting people programs or clean eating groups. That matters, but this can be life changing if you let it. I can't do the work for you. You have to do it yourself. But when you do, and it hits you, and you're soaking up this life that you didn't think was possible because you doubted yourself, or you felt like you weren't good enough, or you weren't enough, you're going to be blown away. I mean, it will happen for you. I'm no different. Stephanie Chico's no different. Brandy Bots, no different. They all started where you are, and we can together all get to those places. And I can't wait for that. So, long story short, Cancun was amazing. I wish y'all could have been there. I hope that I have more of you guys on the cruise with me next year, and I want to get as many of you guys to Nashville with me so that I can spoil you and we can go through that experience together, and I can see your faces when you walk by people like Scotty Hobbs or Anita Myron or Melanie Mitro or Carl Deichler, and you're like, wow, this is amazing. So let's do it, okay, guys? I'll talk to you later.